Hi, my name is Alyssa Guckin. Tell me about yourself. My name is Alyssa, and I'm currently a strategic communication major at Temple University, where I concentrate in public relations. I also study business and art history, which are two of my minors. Ideally, this all comes together to my dream job of working for community relations or media outreach at a museum. That's where my art history comes in. It's more or less my interest, as well as I would love to work in an art museum. I also have two jobs right now, one of which is a server at Tavern on Broad, a local sports bar in downtown Center City. I'm just a server there where I wait tables and take on some hostess responsibilities like seating people, greeting them, and telling about all our specials and what goes on during the week. Every day of the week we have a different special, a different food that's on discount, or we'll play a certain sports game for people to come in and enjoy. I also do some promotional work there, advertising what events they have going on through social media and stuff like that. My other job is through Flyers Charities, where I sell raffle tickets at every Flyers home game. With that, I have to approach people using signage or my own voice and get them to purchase tickets for our 50-50 raffle. So half of the money that I collect goes to the winner, and half of it goes to a collection of charities revolved around Flyers Charities. This is really good for my communication skills, as it involves me directly walking up to people or standing behind the scenes and chatting out loud to get a large group of people to come up and be interested in what I'm selling. Some of my personal interests include hiking, and I'd like to say that I'm a self-proclaimed cinemaphile. I know a lot about movies, TV shows, and I love to read lots of books. And this all ties together in my personal interest in storytelling. My interest in storytelling also goes into my internship right now, where I am a marketing and special events intern for First Person Arts. First Person Arts is a nonprofit org in Philadelphia that specializes in documentary and memoir art. They have a lot of events based off poetry and storytelling. And so I was currently promoting their First Person Arts, the 13th annual festival, creating the brochures, doing media outreach, creating blog posts, and a bunch of copy for the website. Tell me about a significant accomplishment in your life. To date, I'd like to say that there's a lot more accomplishments to come. My personal accomplishment is the progress I've made in Temple University's student-run PR firm, Prowl Public Relations. Prowl is just something I'm very passionate about that I didn't even know about when I was joining Temple. I knew from the start that I wanted to major in PR, but I didn't know about the extracurriculars that were offered here. Temple has a PRSSA chapter, which is Public Relations Student Society of America, similar to the Fox School of Business SPOs. Through that, there's an emphasis on mentorship, networking, and your internship experience and sharing with other students what you have learned in the field. In order to be a member of Prowl Public Relations, though, you must be a member of PRSSA, and you have to apply, interview, and submit a few writing samples. Now, Prowl is my personal accomplishment because I have just climbed the ladder all the way up to the top, essentially. I joined my second semester freshman year as a staff member, which meant that I was just assigned to one client and did work based off of what my account executive assigned to me for the week. Later, I then progressed to becoming an account executive myself, where I led an account of 6 staff members, assigned them weekly, had a weekly meeting, and kind of invented a bunch of ideas for promo for my client, the Department of Strategic Communication, which is actually my major. And then from then on, I went on to become the assistant firm director of Prowl Public Relations, which I currently stand in this position, and I oversee 2 client accounts, so 2 account executives each, and then 6 staff members working for 1 client. I also act as a liaison between the firm director and the AEs to make sure that there's smooth communication and make the firm director's life a lot easier. And I can honestly say that I'm proud to be next year's Proud Public Relations Firm Director, where I will be overseeing all of our 6 clients, making sure everything goes well, having client contact meetings, and setting up all finances as we are funded. My experiences in PROW have led me to seek a entry-level job in an agency or as a public relations consultant. I was just reading, though, in the Wall Street Journal that most leadership roles filled in tech firms, which is something that I am personally interested in, is mostly male and white. About 75% of the leadership roles filled in these tech firms is male and white in the United States. Is just something that I would love, to kind of overcome, and I would be proud to say that I fulfill a leadership role in, a firm as a woman. Tell me something you have learned in class. Something that I've learned in class this year is all the different variations of leadership and the difference between leaders and managers. I take a look at my bosses at my internships, and I take a look at my bosses at my part-time jobs, and I just see a major difference between the management and the leadership roles. Managers simply just want to make sure everything runs smoothly. They want to handle inventory, they want to make sure you're on the schedule, and that's about it. Whereas leaders are really looking to make a difference in the organization and really follow through with the mission. With that being said, the specific style of leadership that I'm genuinely interested in is transformational leadership. One of my favorite people ever would have to be Gandhi, who is definitely a transformational leader himself. He inspires and motivates his followers to have come to the conclusion that nonviolent action is the way to go, is what our country should be, what his country should be practicing, and I further believe that could be carried over to the United States at some point. Transformational leaders really want to hit the major needs of their followers, like that of self-awareness and self-actualization. Self-actualization being something that truly fascinates me, which meaning that someone comes to terms with themselves, who they are, what they believe in, and everything that they stand for. And I really don't think that everyone can say that they are able to have said that they've self-actualized. And furthermore, that hits on emotional intelligence, meaning that Gandhi and all other transformational leaders reach out to their followers on an emotional level, which is something that I think I would personally be able to excel at. I'm the kind of person who can reach out to others based off of how I read them and our mutual feelings and the way that they stand out in a crowd. Being able to read people and tell how they're feeling and what is important to them is an important skill to have when approaching someone, and something that I've learned in our textbook and from everyday experiences in PROW, in classrooms, in group projects, to really find success. Thank you for your time.